Half a day students, I am Governor Lou Leon Guerrero. You all have been through a year of big changes. We've had to adapt and make big changes to keep our families and our island safe. But with change comes opportunity and a chance to try new things like PBS University. While Lieutenant Governor Josh Tenorio and I will continue to do our part to keep our island safe, you students have a part to play as well. Your part is to keep learning and to keep up with your lessons. That's why I am happy to see you here ready to learn with PBS University. PBS University is a way to bring a continuous educational curriculum to you while you stay safe at home during this time. To help you keep up with your studies, we asked our friends at PBS Guam and the Guam Department of Education to put together this episode. Thank you for doing your part and have a great lesson.
PBS University is a program by PBS Guam and the Guam Department of Education in conjunction with public school teachers. These lessons are created to provide both parents and students with a unique educational experience while helping students to continue learning at home. PBS University, next on PBS Guam.
1, 2, 3, 4. Come along, let's sing a song. We'll have a great adventure. Today's the day, let's learn and play. We'll have a great adventure. Numbers, letters, science things, all that we can do. Help you deal with how you feel. Share with us too. It's super cool and just like school, our awesome learning adventures. So grab a friend, the fun will end. Our awesome learning adventures. Awesome learning adventures with PBS University.
Half a day! Welcome to PBS University! I am your kindergarten teacher for all things reading, Miss Terry. And today we are at the super fun, super awesome water park, PIC, Pacific Islands Club. And we're going to do a sight word hunt for colors. That is our main goal today. Watch for the colors blue, yellow, red, and green. We're gonna look for all the colors that we can find at PIC, and you never know, we might meet some of our PBS University friends and some other people who can help us with our sight words. So let's have fun! So today we're going to focus on colors. Remember the colors in the intro that I mentioned? Blue, yellow, red, and green. What do you see? You see a pool, but what color do you spy? I spy... What is this? What color is that? I spy blue. That's right, blue. There's lots of blue in this water park. Lots of blue, including the water. Including the water and the lounge chairs and the umbrellas. So I spy a lot of blue. The sea heck is the Marianas kingfisher. And there aren't very many left in the world, and we have to take care of it. In PIC, you can see sea hecky, who is their Marianas kingfisher mascot. And sea hecky can be found here at this castle at PIC. Oh. What color is the flower? Is it the same color as the sea hecky playhouse? You're right. It is yellow. Good job. Do you see this heart? What color is the heart? Is it the same as my blouse? Do you remember? The word is got it! The word is red. Good job! This is Rachel. She's one of the club mates that you can meet here at PIC. Rachel, what is your favorite color in the park?
My favorite color is green, just like the putter globe here.
Yay!
Alright, are you ready to see me shoot my ball into the hole?
Totally
Let's
ready.
go! And
Yay! Awesome! Thanks, Rachel.
Yay!
Let's see if we can recognize some of the colors in the kayaks that are here. Let's take a look. And how about over here? Did you recognize green and red and even yellow? Good job! I bet you spotted them. Let's study the shape of our sight words. The green kayak ends in a letter that reminds me of a rainbow. There it is, that arch and the N, green. The next one is a yellow kayak, yellow. The last letter in yellow reminds me of 3 fingers that I hold up. If I tell people I have 3 kayaks, I hold up my 3 fingers. And the last kayak is red. Red kayak looks like, well, sounds like bed. Looks like bed too. I'll remember that. So try it with me. Let's read our sight words. Yellow, green, and red. And no, I did not forget the color blue. It reminds me of the lounge chairs, just sitting up straight, not relaxing. So I can't forget the word blue. In Siheki's house, we see a lot of the colors that we've been learning, right? What is this one? That's mostly the colors on the wall. If I put the word on the screen, can you read it? What word is it? There, go, read it. Yellow! That's right, it is yellow. But I also see, what is this one? The word will appear on the screen. It is, that's right, it's blue. And then right above these really pretty windows, what color is that? That beautiful arch, like our other letters, that color is red. Yes, you read the words. Good job. Siheki will be super, super happy to see you. And this is his playhouse. Yes, it is. We can read that sight word, can't we? That's one of the first sight words we learned. That is the word, what is it? Yes, it's I. And that heart, love, and the letters P-I-C. I love P-I-C. Hey kids, I hope you had a great time at PIC. I love PIC. I hope you did too. And when you go there, the next time you do see all the colors, you can say to yourself, I can read those words. I can read the word green. I can read the word red. I can even read the words I love PIC, which is everywhere in the park. So go out, have a great time, and remember that you are amazing. Goodbye.
30, 40. Hi, boys and girls. Welcome back to this episode of PBS University. I'm going to be your guest math teacher today, Miss L. And on today's episode, we're going to talk about how to count by tens up to 100. I'm going to show you some really cool strategies to count by tens. Are you ready? But before we begin, have you said hello to anyone today besides me? You have? How? Like this?
Tuo.
Or like this?
Half a day.
Or how about like this?
Rananim.
That's amazing. You guys can say hello in many different languages. All right, so let's go talk about counting. Ready? First, let's say an I can statement together so it'll help us remember what we're learning today. All right. I can use different strategies to count to 100 by tens. In previous episodes, you might have been able to count by ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And by fives. 5, 10, 15, 20. If you've been able to do that, then you're awesome. You're halfway there. So let's go ahead and take a look at a few strategies I like to use to help me count by tens up to 100. Strategy 1. Finding household items to use for counting at home. As you can see, I'm using cups. You can probably find plastic cups, paper plates, even silverware in your kitchen. Now all you have to do is count groups of these items. I have a group of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now watch. That same group can be turned into this stack right here. And then you count by tens. Let's do it like a robot. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Wow, a whole 100 cups. Those cups were pretty fun, but let's take a look at another strategy. Strategy number 2, using objects in your own classroom. Now before you take a look around your classroom, ask your teacher first if it's okay to count these objects. So let's take a look at some things that you might have in your classroom. How about some pencils and some markers? What about some building blocks or some paper clips? How about some dice or even a number chart? What about cutting out shapes that you can count from construction paper or even some googly eyes from your crafting projects? Even popsicle sticks. There are so many ways that you can count groups of 10 up to 100. Now, just remember when you count by the groups of 10, you're counting by 10. Like this: 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. That's 100 objects. All right, let's take a look at another strategy. Strategy number 3, counting at everyday activities by tens. Now this is so easy. Come join me. If you're out and you see a set of stairs, maybe you can count it like a monster. Let's count it by tens like this. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. That was fun. Now every time I see stairs, I'm gonna count it like that. If you're outside playing with some of your friends with a ball, you can count by tens, or even when you're exercising. Yeah, let's try an exercise. Ready? Now you count. I can't hear you, be loud. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Woo! I can count by tens. I can count by tens. Welcome back, boys and girls. Were you able to count by tens with me today? Were you able to do all those different strategies to count by tens up to 100? Yeah, I know. Counting by tens, it's so much
faster to count to 100, isn't it? So if you know how to count by tens now, let's see if we can say our I can statement again to see if we really understood what we learned today. All right, ready? I can use different strategies to count to 100 by tens. Is that what you and I did today? Yeah, we did. Yeah, all those cups, I know. Okay, so until next time, I hope you guys enjoyed this lesson with Miss L, your math teacher. And until next time, I want you to laugh, love, and think. Got it? Bye!
Well, hello again, everyone. I'm Miss Chelsea, your kindergarten science teacher for PBS University. How's everyone feeling today? Are you tired? Are you excited? Are you nervous? Are you happy? I'm feeling masaya. Masaya means happy in Tagalog. Can you say masaya? Very good. And when we are happy, we smile and we show our beautiful teeth. Let me see your beautiful teeth. Very nice. Silver teeth are good. Dolphys always welcome. Beautiful, beautiful smiles, everyone. Yes. Today's lesson is going to be all about our smiles. Well, more specifically, our teeth. So we're going to learn about dental hygiene. Now you're probably wondering, what is dental hygiene? I have never heard of that before. Well, don't worry. Dental hygiene is really just taking care of your teeth and making sure your teeth are strong and clean and healthy. We love to see your pearly white teeth. But you know, there are some foods that you eat and drinks that you drink that are pretty bad for your teeth. These are usually things that are high in sugar. I know sugar is sweet and delicious and yummy, and we love to eat candy and donuts and cupcakes and chocolate and all of that wonderful tasty stuff. But if you eat too much of those sugary treats, the sugar is going to stay in your teeth and start chipping away at it, and you can get cavities. Cavities hurt. Cavities are holes in your teeth, and we don't want that. So that's why dental hygiene is important. There are also some drinks that can stain your teeth. It can turn your teeth yellow or brown or even black. I'm not kidding. And if you don't believe me, I think I might have a science experiment to show you exactly what I'm talking about. I'll be right back with our materials. We have our materials. We are ready for the science experiment. So we're going to see how certain kinds of drinks color your teeth and stain them. For this experiment, you're going to need just a few materials that you already have at home. 4 cups, 4 eggs, and finally 4 of your favorite drinks. So the 4 drinks that we're going to be using today are 4 drinks that my family and I love, but probably not good for you. Soda, juice, this one's grape juice, hot cocoa, and some tea. Great! Now that we have all of our materials set up, it's time to begin our experiment. Step 1, we're going to take our cup and we're going to pour our first drink inside. The soda, here we go. Don't make it all the way full. Just about halfway should be good enough. There you go. Then we're gonna take our egg and carefully drop it into the drink. So the next one I'm going to do is the tea. You can probably even just put the egg in first and then pour the beverage in. Cheers! And here goes the egg. Perfect. Okay, we have our grape juice. It's rather dark, as you can tell. We put all our eggs in our 4 beverages, and now we are just going to leave them overnight. So we left our 4 eggs in our 4 beverages overnight, and now it's time to see the results and discuss. I'm putting on a glove for this because sometimes the egg can be slimy or sticky depending on what happens. So we're going to start with our soda drink. This is the egg we put in last night. Do you think it's still white? Oh man, look at that. Well, I guess soda stains your teeth. Here we go, I'm gonna reach in carefully. It might get messy. Oh man, this one's slimy. Ugh. Unfortunately, hot chocolate can stain your teeth too. Okay, here we go. Here's the tea. Oh yeah. Nice and brown. So that's already 3 strikes for these beverages. The reason why we're using eggs is because eggshells are made out of calcium, and that's the same stuff that makes our teeth. So whatever happens to these eggshells could potentially happen to our teeth as well. Ugh. We have one more drink. What do you guys think's gonna happen to this egg? Think it's white? You see a little white there? Okay, let's go see. Ready? Let's pull it out. Oh my goodness, look at that. Oh no, and look at all the spots all over the eggshell. That did a lot of damage to the eggshell. Okay. So we pulled out the eggs from all 4 of our beverages, and we saw exactly what happens to our teeth if we drink too much of this stuff. If ever you're thirsty, grab some water. Water cannot stain your teeth. Now that we know what stains your teeth, what are we gonna do if our teeth turn yellow or brown or gray? We should brush it, right? Do you guys brush your teeth? Yes, I'm sure you do. Very good. We have our eggs. I have a toothbrush, and I've got some toothpaste. Now, our teeth may not get as dirty as some of these eggs, but we'll see if we can save these. Ready? So we have our toothpaste on our toothbrush there. Let's scrub away. Okay, I think that should be good enough to see the difference. So this is what your teeth look like before, when you had way too much grape juice and you didn't brush your teeth. And after you brush it just one time, not exactly white, but so much better. Super important to brush your teeth every single day, so the sugar doesn't go in there and give you cavities, so the drinks that you drink don't stain your teeth. When in doubt, always reach for a bottle of water. Water is your best friend. I hope you all enjoyed our science experiment today, and I hope you learned a little bit more about the kinds of things that you eat and you drink. Although it may be sweet and tasty and delicious, it may be bad for your teeth, and we want to keep these teeth nice and clean and strong and healthy. So when we smile, when we are masaya, when we're happy, it sparkles. I had so much fun with you all today, and I hope to see you next time for even more science fun. Take care. Goodbye.
Hafa students, welcome to PBS University. My name is John Fernandez, and I'm the superintendent of the Guam Department of Education. These PBS University lessons are made to help you to continue learning. The teachers here prepared fun lessons on science, character education, math, English, and more. and they made it for you, the students of Guam. We're very grateful to them for their instruction. We are also thankful for you students, parents, and guardians who are watching. Remember, stay safe and healthy, and we'll see you soon in the next school year. Thank you.
Annyeonghaseyo! Hello, boys and girls. It's Mrs. D. Guzman, your social studies kindergarten teacher for PBS University Guam. I was thinking the other day about the many holidays we celebrate. Christmas, Hanukkah, Halloween, Easter, Mother's Day, Father's Day, there's even Grandparents' Day. But did you know about the holiday Earth Day? Earth Day is celebrated every April 22nd. It's a day we can learn about ways we can protect our environment and think about the choices we make that are good for the Earth. The environment is our surroundings. If we're in school, school is our environment. If we're at home, our home is our environment. And if you're at your Nana's house, your Nana's house is your environment. I really love celebrating Earth Day because it's a day where I can stop and think about ways I can help the Earth, and more specifically, my island. Here's our I Can statement for today. I can list ways to help our environment. Let's read that again. I can list ways to help our environment. Crisscross applesauce and sit comfortably as we learn all about Earth Day. It's time for circle time. I asked some friends what they knew about Earth Day, and I asked them what are some ways they help the Earth.
I pick up the litter on the grass. I feed some animals, and I put my plastic water bottle in my hands, and I keep it in my hands because I don't want the litter to fall on the ground. I reuse bags, and I clean. I help the Earth by picking up litter or trash on the floor. I help the Earth by reusing metal bottles instead of plastic. Earth Day is a day where we celebrate Earth and help it. I help the Earth by helping the community be a better place.
We heard someone mention reusable bags. When you go to the store, instead of using the plastic bags they provide, try bringing your reusable bags. Sometimes I can be pretty forgetful, so I'll put a few in my car, or I'll have one in my purse ready when I need it. I've seen a lot of people carrying this around, and a lot of teachers carrying this around. This is a flask, and this is a reusable cup. Instead of purchasing water bottles every day, try bringing a flask or a reusable cup to use. Other ways people can help the Earth is simply picking up trash when they see trash on the ground. I love living in a clean environment, and I don't like seeing trash everywhere. You know, sometimes we have beach cleanups and campus cleanups. Keep an eye out and you can volunteer and help out in such a big way. Some other ways you can help the Earth is to conserve water and power. Conserve means to save. Let's say you're brushing your teeth in the morning. Instead of letting the water run, you can turn off the water when you're brushing your teeth and turn the water back on when you need to wash your toothbrush. When we are home, we don't need to turn on all the lights. We can conserve or save power by using the lights in the room that we're in. If I'm in the living room, I don't need to turn on the kitchen lights. If I'm in my bedroom, I don't need to leave on the living room light. You get what I mean, right? Can you think of some other ways we can take care of our Earth? Another idea came to mind. You know, we can teach others ways that they can help the Earth and the environment. There are some people that don't know they can use reusable bags or a flask or reusable cups. You can also walk or ride your bike if you're going to a store nearby instead of riding in a car. With an adult, of course. That saves or conserves gas. What's so cool is that Earth Day is celebrated all around the world. Everybody is doing their part to take care of the Earth. We can't do it all by ourselves. Little by little, our Earth and our environment continues to be an amazing place to live in. Thanks for spending some time with me today. I always look forward to circle time with you. I love to hear from you, so have an adult like your mom, dad, an older brother or sister help you email me if you'd like to just say hi or share about what you enjoy during circle time today. Have an amazing day. Stay safe. Bye, boys and girls.
Ren and Nim, did you understand what I just said? I just said hello to you in the Chuki's language. Now you try. You sounded so good. Great job. Here's a fun fact for you. In the Chuki's language, Chuk actually means high mountains. And you'll see how it got its name literally when you land in the Chuki's airport. Hello, boys and girls. It's Mrs. Hannah back again for another lesson on character education. But before we begin our new lesson, let's have our friend reporter Hannah help us review what we learned the last time. Hello, boys and girls. Reporter Hannah here, helping you review what you learned the last lesson. The last time we were together, we reported the sighting of a growing brain. That's right, you heard it here, folks. A growing brain. We learned that not only do animals, plants, and people grow, but our brains can grow too. You also learned 2 new vocabulary words. The first vocabulary word you learned was having a fixed mindset. And remember, a fixed mindset is when you believe you can't do something even if you practice. And the second vocabulary word we learned was having a growth mindset. And what is a growth mindset again, you may ask? Well, having a growth mindset is believing in yourself and the power of your brain. A growth mindset is also the type of mindset you want to make sure you have. Well, that's all I have for you today, folks. Now let's get to learning. Back to you, Mrs. Hannah. Thank you, Reporter Hannah. Now, before we begin our lesson, let's go over our I can statement. Our I can statement is actually the same as last lesson's. Do you remember what it is? If you said I can recognize positive choices, you are correct. Now, let's try saying it together. I can recognize positive choices. Amazing! You did such an awesome job. For today's lesson, you're going to learn the 3 ways you can grow a growth mindset. There are actually so many ways that you can grow a growth mindset, but for today, we're only going to focus on a few. Are you ready to know what they are? I love to hear it. Let's begin. The first way we can grow a growth mindset is to don't give up. But how can we not give up, Mrs. Hannah? Well, I'm glad you asked. Here's some ways that you can practice. The first way is to ask for help. Let's see how that looks like. I really don't know how to answer this question. I know. I can ask for help. Mrs. Benamenti, I would like your help, please. Another way we can practice not giving up is to try new things, try new strategies. Here's how that can look like. It It's really hard trying to do math in my head. I know! My friend taught me another way I can try to do math by using objects. Okay, I have 3 flowers, and if I take 1 away, how many more flowers am I left with? 2! That's correct! And another way we can practice not giving up is by believing in yourself and trying your very best. Here's how that can look like. I can't do this. Maybe I should just give up. No, I can't give up. I can try my best, and I'll just keep practicing until I keep getting better and better. Yes, that's what I'll do. The second way we can grow a growth mindset is to take care of your brain. How does that look like, you may ask? Let's find out. Some ways we can take care of our brain are eating good food, getting enough rest, and enjoying the outdoors. And the third way to grow a growth mindset is to learn how to learn. What? Learn how to learn? What does that mean? Let's find out. Focus on only one thing at a time. That way you don't get too overwhelmed. Here's how. I have so many things that I need to do right when I get home after school. There's this. I know what I can do to focus on just one thing at a time. I'm going to make a list. Let's list it. Another way is to involve all your 5 senses. Do you remember what they are? See, smell, touch, taste, hear. And the last way is to ask your family and friends how they like to learn and to teach you how. Wow. Well, there you have it, folks. The 3 ways that you can grow a growth mindset. Remember, number 1, don't give up. Number 2, take care of your brain. And number 3, learn how to learn. Try these out in your own life, and your brain will be growing in no time at all. Up until next time, my kindergarten friends, Reporter Hannah is now reporting on out.
Half a day, my PBS friends. Kia ora. Kia ora also means hello or half a day from New Zealand. Kia ora, my PBS friends. Guahu si Senora Bobby, and welcome back to CHamoru Time. Can you guess where I'm going today? I'm going to the Saduk, or the river, where I want to try this floater out so I could enjoy the river. How many of you guys love to go and swim in the river? Isn't it such a very refreshing feeling when you go swimming in the river? Yeah. I'm definitely gonna go to the river to try out my floater. Do you have a floater like me? Yeah, awesome. Great. Well, before we do that, I definitely want to go through our awesome lesson for today. And can you guess what type of lesson it is? Or what it's about? Yes, it's about swimming. It is definitely about swimming. And you know what? I also have an awesome story to tell you about swimming. Can you guess what type of story I'm going to be telling you when I give you a couple of these clues? You can? Okay, all right, here's the first clue. It is a story definitely from the island where I come from, and maybe you have a similar story. Here's one of my clues. It's about a mermaid that loves to go swimming all the time. That's right, and she loves to swim in our river. Every day she's out swimming, and anytime she gets a chance to swim, she's swimming. That's right. Oh my gosh, you almost got it. Here's one more clue. She was told to do some chores and she decided to go swimming instead. Can you guess what this legend is about or who it's about? Awesome. Yeah, I think some of you got it. In our island, this lesson or this story is about a girl named Sirena. That's right, Sirena, or the legend of Sirena, has to do with her loving to go swimming. We definitely need to learn some of the words that go with this lesson. Are you ready? Maybe you could sing along when I teach you a little bit of the song that kind of goes with her story. Here are some of the words. Can you say this first word? It's called lihendi. Can you say lihendi? That's right. Lihendi means legend. And this is a legend that happened so many years and years ago. Back then, where the rivers were so full of everything, food, and of course, the rivers were super full of water. That's right. And here's our next word. Our next word is called Palawan. Can you say Palawan? Awesome. Palawan means girl. Can you say it again, Palawan? That's right, because this story is about a beautiful young girl named Sirena. Don't forget her name, okay? Another word that I would love for you to learn is called numangu. Can you say numangu? Wow, that was a pretty hard word, but glad you were able to say it. And numangu is swimming. This lovely little girl, beautiful girl, loved to go swimming all the time. And our last word I want you to remember is called toka. Toka means you're gonna get it, okay? Or you're in trouble. That's what toka means. Can you say toka? This story has to do with a beautiful young girl who loved to go swimming. Do you like to go swimming? That's right. And she swam all the time and every day. And one day, her nana asked her to actually do a chore. She was supposed to go and get some coconut shells. Do you remember coconut shells? Haiguas? Yes, that's right. Did she get the coconut shells? Yeah, you're right, she did not. And she went swimming all day. I remember my nana used to tell us this story all the time whenever we didn't listen. But you know what? In the end, her nana or her mom ended up putting a curse on her and wanted her to become a fish because she loved to swim. But she had a godmother that asked her mother to save her, and instead of making her a whole entire body of fish, she asked if she could keep from her waist up the beautiful young girl, and from her waist down keep her that fish. And in the end, Sirena ended up swimming off out into the ocean. She went in from the river out straight into the ocean, and that's the beautiful story of this beautiful Palawan named Sirena. Did you like this story? I loved it all the time when Nana told me that story. Awesome. All right. Now let's review some of these words. Are you ready? All right, my PBS friends, let's review the words that we just learned. The very first word I taught you was called lihendi. Can you say lihendi? Maulek. Very good. That's awesome. Another word that we learned was Palawan. Palawan for girl. Can you say Palawan? Awesome. Here's the next word that I taught you, and it is called, guess what it was? That's right. It was called Numango because she loved to swim. Great job back there. And the last word was Toka. Oh yeah, in trouble. She was in trouble because she forgot to do her chore. All right, can you say Toka? Maulik, all right. Awesome job, my PBS friends. High five. All right, my friends. So before we go, I have a song that I want to share with you. Do you remember on one of the previous lessons, we used the word mungi for where? That's right, good. Here we go. Mangi si sirena, numangu gisaduk. Mangi si sirena, numangu gisaduk. La la lucina nanya, I toca si sirena. La la lucina nanya, I toca si sirena. That's a lot of time for today. Please don't forget that song and enjoy the rest of the day. Adios, my PBS friends.
Fast, fun facts. Fast, fun facts. With Mr. Ernest Ochoco.
Half a day, everyone. This is Mr. Ernest Ochoco. Boop, with another fast, fun fact. And today's diversity word is L. L from Hebrew. Do you know that means? That means God. Well, L is part of the name of the person that we're going to talk about today. Do you guys know who that might be? Anyone want to guess? Well, it's someone named Kal-El, otherwise known as dun 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 Superman. And the S here, according to the Henry Cavill Superman movie, it means hope. Hope. Yes, hope. And this is the Krypton word for hope. So those are our two diversity words. L, which means God, and S from Krypton, which means hope. Isn't that cool? Well, let me tell you a little bit about Superman. He is one of my very, very favorite characters, not only because he has all these superpowers like heat ray. I don't know what I'm shooting over there, but I'm shooting something. And X-ray vision. And that means he can see through things. And he also has telescopic visions, like telescopes, like that telescope right there. You can see far, far away. He also has super hearing. He also has super breathing, like he can breathe a lot of air. And he has super breath. He can turn things into ice, like this. Or blow things away like this. He's also extremely, as we all know, super strong. Raw! And he can leap a tall building in a single bound. That means that he can jump over buildings. But you know what? He can just fly. So let's go flying. So that is Superman, and he only has one weakness. Well, he has a few more weaknesses than just one, but one main weakness, which is kryptonite. Oh my gosh, I'm feeling weak right now. Oh, kryptonite is so strong. Well, the reason why I really love Superman, I think the reason why everyone loves Superman is because Superman stands for truth, justice, and hope. He stands for everything that's good about the world. And we all want that. Deep down inside, that is what we want for ourselves and for everyone. We just want everyone to be happy and to have peace and to have wisdom, to love, to be truthful, and just be good to each other. And that's what Superman represents. So that is your fast fun fact with me, boop, Mr. Ernest Ochoco for Superman. Woo! Bye, everyone.
Hafa students, I'm Lieutenant Governor Josh Tenorio. For more than a year now, you all have continued to wash your hands and watch your distance from others, and you've done a really great job wearing your masks. We know your parents and guardians have helped you to make these changes to keep yourself and your community safe. As Governor Leon Guerrero said, we are happy you are here. We want you to continue to learn and sharpen your skills with the help of PBS University. This program is the result of a collaborative effort. We couldn't do it alone. I'd like to thank the teachers and support staff of the Guam Department of Education and PBS Guam for their work and their commitment to our students. I'd also like to thank you students for participating at home. To your parents, I'd like to thank you for taking an active role in your child's education. We are all eager to return to a time when all of us can share and study together in person. Until then, we hope you learned something new from this PBS University instruction.